Hey there folks, this is Richard of DoomedMovieThon.com back with another episode of My Horror Shelfie. My Horror Shelfie is a series where I talk about every single horror movie on my horror movie shelves from A to Z without using the letters F or M. We have finished the letter O, so it is time to move on to the letter P, which comes between A and X, I think. But before we get started, I must go and pick a movies. Let's go to the P section. Okay, first up in the P section is P2, a Christmas movie that is, pretty intense, pretty harrowing, and I'm a big fan of it. It's pretty good. I wish I'd seen this in the theater, but yeah, it's quite good. I believe it's got a director and a cinematographer, possibly actors as well. Rattles a lot. I have to fix that. Luigi Cozy is here. Shout out to the Shy Yeti. I know he is very fond of this movie, as am I. Luigi Cozy, he likes to do strange stuff, and this movie's very odd. It's wonderful. It's a few minutes too long. There's a little bit of back and forth running around in the spooky house, where you're kind of like, does this need to be 95 minutes? Oh, never mind. Does this need to be 84 minutes? But no, this is an imaginative and ridiculous Italian horror movie with good old Daria Nicolodi showing up in it for a few minutes. It's very special. Okay, a movie I own but rarely reach for because it's very intense. Pan's Labyrinth from Guillermo del Toro. Absolutely excellent film. One day I'll be in the mood to watch this again. This is a tough one. This is an emotional roller coaster. Utterly gorgeous. Gotta have the delicious Criterios cereal collection. He good director, yay! Let's bring this movie collection back down to earth with a silly horror comedy from my youth called Pandemonium. Just a goofball slasher in the vein of Student Bodies. I know that not every horror comedy works for everybody, so you might hate Pandemonium, I don't know. Carol Kane makes everything better. Hidden inside, because I like to have movies hidden inside, of course, is Full Moon High, which I can attest is a bad horror comedy. It's I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Also hidden inside is another movie called Class Reunion, another comedic slasher. I have not seen that one either, but hopefully it's better than Full Moon High. And now a movie that I remembered enjoying as a kid, and I think I forgot to watch it until I was an old man, is The People Under the Stairs. This is Wes Craven doing an excellent movie in the 90s. I'm pretty sure it was 90s. It was his late 80s. Early 90s. It's so good. This is so good. Little bit too elaborate at the end. I think 5 minutes less would have been absolutely magical. But no, this is really good, and I look forward to rewatching this again. We miss you, Wes.
Have you ever never seen the stars? Sure, we all do. Have you ever wondered if the light is polluted, or the pollution is just made of light? Sure, we all do. These questions and more are answered on Light Pollution, the new album by the Slow Wizard. Available now on Bandcamp.com and Type 1 audio cassettes, while supplies last.
Okay, absolute horror classic territory here. We have the original Phantasm from good old Don Coscarelli. Nothing much to say here. This is Horror 101. If you need to get your spooky late 70s goodness going on, this is an absolute masterpiece. From the score to the production design to the quirkiness of whatever nightmare this is. Gotta watch it. The sequels are good. I just don't see the need to rewatch them. I'm really just into the first one. And I have the old edition. I've never seen the cleaned up version. I heard that Don Cascarelli did some like restoration work to kind of clean up the movie a little bit, make some of the effects look a little more seamless. I've not investigated that, but I'm fine with the old version. It's cuckoo. Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. This is one of those films that I never watched as a kid. I always meant to. And then when I finally got around to it, I was pleasantly surprised. This has so much going for it. It's just really 80s, really, really tacky in a good way. Plus you got Morgan Fairchild being mean, which is always hilarious. And yeah, I recommend this one if you haven't seen it yet. Okay, we have a challenging work. That's the word I'll use. From Dario Argento. It's called Phantom of the Hip Hopera. This gave us a taste of how silly Dario Argento could be. His knack for comedy disappeared for a long time and came back with a vengeance with his kooky, weird sense of humor. And so this is maybe meant to be taken seriously, but it's all impossible to take seriously. And the comedy is wild, like really weird. Who would find this funny? Truly an eccentric little film that was very expensive, I think. I'm a fan of this. Julian Sands, rest in peace. We miss you. This is something. Hidden Inside is one of, if not the most challenging work from good old Dario Argento. It is Dracula, aka Dracula 3D, a movie he maybe shouldn't have made, but I'm glad he did, so they could really see what happens when his imagination is unleashed on an unsuspecting world, way past his prime, making some crazy crap. I still like his Dracula movie better than Giallo. Giallo, with Adrian Brody, I think stands as my least favorite Argento. Although his segment in Two Evil Eyes has like that cat abuse, so maybe that's my least favorite. But this is pretty rough, but at least it has heart, whereas Giallo has Adrian Brody. Now a movie I highly recommend to everyone who wants to get into slashers, who wants to get into Spanish horror, who wants to get into Euro horror, who wants to see something truly special and wonderfully bonkers. It's Pieces. If you don't like this movie, that's okay. I think this is an absolute masterpiece. It is trashy, almost into sleazy territory, if you know what I mean, but not. And it's just so kooky and like unique in the, hey, I'm a Spanish filmmaker. I've been making movies for 20 years. How do I get with what the kids are doing? Gotta make a slasher. What the hell's a slasher? It's a giallo, but with more nudity and gore. Okay. Pieces. It just fills me with love. Hidden Inside is Slugs. Another movie that fills you with something. Sluggy goodness. Okay, last film of this episode. Like a lot of people, I've split my pee in half. And yes, Brian De Palma in the house with good old Phantom of the Paradise. Did you see me forget what the title was for a second? Or I'm like, what? I accidentally didn't watch this until like 5 or 10 years ago, and I felt like an idiot. This is great. This is not a perfect film. This has some rough edges to it, but the imagination on display and the just the bombast of this film's soundtrack and its visuals, it is just extra special good, yay, with spicy sauce. Folks, that's the end of this episode. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for hanging out with me for, 7 or 8 minutes or whatever. I know that the world sucks right now, a little harder then most people alive today are, used to it. Like, this is the extra sucky world. But nothing I can say in this video about my frickin' movie collection is going to make anything any better. But just so you know, I got your back. I'm here for you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in another video.